How's it going, YouTube? So I got us a air compressor so I could finish working on Dr. Crawl. I figure we'll do a quick unboxing. Talk about what it got going for it and what it doesn't. I picked this thing up at one of the big box stores, and the only thing I've done so far is take off two of these black straps, so we're going to take the last one off and then unbox it together. Make sure you have this thing right side up, because if you do, you'll be able to just lift the top box off, I'm assuming. The box says that this package weighs about 116 pounds, so make sure you lift in your back, not your knees. Looks like this thing comes completely assembled, so that's good. Probably take it right out of the box and plug it right in. But before we do that, let's take a look at the features. The cord feels really flexible and flimsy. That's probably because they use a fine wire copper cable in here, which is neither here nor there. This air compressor looks like it was assembled in the USA with global components. All that means to me is that everything was built in China, they shipped it over here, and they assembled it in some factory in America. I really don't like buying things from China, but still, at this point in time, most things are made in China. There's really no way getting around it. However, because my purchase is funding some American-made goods, that's kind of why I went with this brand. This is a 27-gallon tank, air tank. The housing of this unit is just made out of a plastic. There's some sort of oil on it. It's probably just like a packaging oil or some sort of like residue coming from the factory. It's probably going to give me mesothelioma. We don't know. We'll find out when I'm talking to my grandkids. I should know by then. I'm not even married, don't have any kids, so that's going to take a while. All right, you got two dials up front. One tells you the pressure of the tank itself. One tells you the pressure at which you're going to run the air out of your hose to your tools. You can adjust the pressure that comes to your tools with this knob here. We're able to run two hoses off of this tank. Now, I'm going to couple this air compressor with another 30-gallon tank that I already have. When I do that, I'm simply just going to plug in an air hose from the bottom of this air quick disconnect into the air compressor I have standing over here. So, from the original plug-in to being completely aired up the first time, let's go ahead and plug this thing in, and we will time how long it takes. extension cord. Now that we're plugged in, let's get you close up on the dial. That way, if this thing blows up the first time, as soon as I hit this switch, you guys will get a bird's eye view of my organs and limbs flying out of my body. All right, let's make some adjustments because I'm trying to be a professional videographer. Can you guys see those dials? Not really. Okay. Let's go with that for now. Hey, look. There's more. Ooh. Okay, this tells you a bunch of things. As soon as I hit this switch, something will happen. All right, so it's supposed to hold 200 psi. 200 psi on the dial is right about there. I showed you in that way, so just in case the numbers are blurry from where you're standing. So let's go ahead and turn this on. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to end up timing this based off the video length. So this will be like a time-lapse portion, and then I'll be able to tell you how long it took. So on your mark, get set, go. I just happened to come back outside right when it was finishing, so that's nice. Let's see where we're at. Just at 200. They probably have it set for that. It probably could have done a little bit more. And the tool, they have the tool set for about 150 psi, maybe just over. So I just want to show you one of the features. So if you're somebody who doesn't normally work with air tools, or maybe this is your first air compressor, maybe you're like 7 years old, you saved money because you went outside and worked at your neighbor's house and mowed lawns and stuff. You're just kind of trying to figure out how to use this thing. That's the on and off button. The O is the off side. The I is the on side. Maybe it's just a line. I don't know. Maybe that's universal code for on and off. But look at this little thing here. When I pull it, you're going to hear a loud sound. Okay. That sounded like a jet engine. Anyways, that's how you let the air out of your tank. For those 3 little seconds, it let about 20 pounds of air, 10 pounds of air, something like that, 15 pounds of air out of the tank. And that's a blow-off valve. So if that tank gets too much air in it, maybe the air compressor doesn't turn off for some reason, that will end up blowing and letting the air out. and it doesn't reset. Once it blows, unless you manually, mechanically push it back into position like I just did, the air in the tank will completely void itself. But yeah, so I got some air tools that go along with it. It was a separate purchase, but let's go ahead and play with some of them now. When you buy this particular model, it doesn't come with an air hose, so keep that in mind when you make your purchase. Just kidding. Just kidding.